Hello there, YouTube. Devin here again. Very sorry if I haven't been making videos as often as you guys would like. I had some very troubling stuff kind of come up with work. In one way, I got a promotion, but how I got that promotion isn't exactly the best circumstances, so to speak. So there was just a lot of stuff that went wrong. No fault of mine, but now I'm trying to juggle way more than I technically should be able to be juggling at work. So I'm very sorry if I haven't put any videos out, but I have a new video here for you on a pair of boots, and it's a pair of boots I've been looking for a very long time. Now, if you guys have been following any of my shoe playlists, of which there's a few of you who really like my boot playlists, it's probably my second most beloved playlist, right behind my helmets, actually. So this is a pair of boots from Austria that I really like. These are the model 59 mountain boots. They're kind of dead giveaways for mountain boots because the soles are incredibly thick, which for most military mountain boots, that's kind of a requirement. And they also have that weird kind of squared off toe. Here's my American/Canadian ones right here. Once again, very thick sole, very thick leather. Does take a polish really well. That's one thing you want mountain boots to do, is you want them to take a polish really well, because of the huge change of environments they have to deal with, as well as the maintenance that you have to do on the leather to keep it from just the sheer will of keeping it from falling apart. Is important to do proper maintenance on mountain boots. So these are an Austrian m59 pair of mountain boots, and now they're basically a pair of ankle boots, as you could tell by this stitching here, that they just stitched a kind of flap of leather to the top of to make it taller to keep debris out. Other than that, it's basically your standard kind of 6-inch hiking boot for the most part. The leather, as you can see, does take a polish quite well. I tested that to make sure. They're made out of some incredibly thick leather, as with most military hiking boots, but this has to be pretty thick leather even for military mountain boots. I've broken a lot of pairs of military mountain boots. I've broken British pairs, American pairs, Canadian pairs, numerous civilian pairs, Finnish pairs, German pairs, Swiss pairs, everything. And this has to have some of the stiffest, toughest leather I've seen out of all of those. The only ones that might be thicker is my pair of Finnish short kind of mountain ski boots. Those are in line with these as far as the thickness and durability of the leather goes. I mean, here, just even look at this, how thick this heel cup is on the outside. It is like beyond what it needs to be. It's super thick, and the whole boot is of that kind of same construction here. Look at the thickness of just the gaiter part up here that is basically just there to keep debris out. That is ungodly thick. The tongue is the same kind of thickness. It's all double stitched. The eyelets are all hooks, even though the first 4 are captive, as you can see. There's little studs that are bent up in the bottom 4 of each of these. You might be able to see them there if I turn it up just a little bit more. There's little studs to keep the eyelets from the laces from falling out, but all the eyelets after that are just free open mouth hooks. And it's a really customizable fit boot, and that's what you want in a pair of mountain boots. Now, I've been looking for a new pair of these for a very long time. I've seen them turn up on eBay in relatively beat up condition. And in hindsight, telling you all this, I'd probably get a used pair if you guys are looking to buy one of these, because of the break-in period. The break-in period is going to be quite a labor-intensive ordeal to break these in. I can barely stand to wear these for more than an hour at a time, and without my feet starting to go numb, which really says something, because I've broken hundreds of pairs of boots in my life already. They have stitched down construction on top that is waxed, as you can see here, to keep the stitching in line. It's covered in some kind of wax or grease. It has toe protection plates, because these are meant to be clipped into skis and snowshoes and stuff like that, so they keep the corners intact. They are nailed in place, these kind of steel toe plates. The soles, as with most military mountain boots, are quite aggressive and are nailed and glued in place, as well as the double thick leather outsole on top of that. triple thick leather old sole on top of that is all stitched as well. So these aren't going to come apart anytime soon and will last you a very, very long time. The inside of the boot, the lower part of the boot anyways, up to this seam is padded. So it's a thick, cushy kind of padding. I don't know if you guys can see that in there on the inside. My lighting isn't the greatest with my track light, so I'm trying to get it here to where you could see it. Oh, you could kind of see it down there where that kind of white seam is where the padding starts, and it's like 1/2 inch thick padding, or like 1 centimeter thick padding. So it's got a good amount of padding, and they're relatively comfortable right out of the box, but they are quite constricting. Really, really tall pair of boots. They come up to basically mid-calf, which is good for a pair of mountain boots because it gives you space to tuck your pants in. Now, if you are going to buy these, do remember they are oversized. Now, I wear about a 42, 43 wide for most pairs of boots. And I opted for a 41 with these because they are often oversized to accommodate multiple pairs of socks. Mike's Militaria actually has these on sale in both size 40 and 41. So that's where I got these from. So if you guys want to check out Mike's Militaria, he doesn't yet ship overseas, so it's basically just the United States who can order these. He might not have many pairs left by the end of this video, but that's where I got these, and they're an excellent pair of boots. You can get them in new condition. So if what you're looking for is a great pair of hiking boots, a great pair of winter boots, something to use with your skis, if you like cross-country skiing like me, being the old biathlete that I am, I really like a pair of boots that I can hike, ski, and shoot very comfortably in. And these fit all of those quite well, being both a military, hiking, mountain, ski pair of boots, with really nothing to go wrong on them. No thrills, which is exactly how I want a pair of boot. And they take a polish really, really well on top of that. So hopefully you all like this type of thing. And I went into some of the kind of history with these. They actually still use this style. Although not quite as beefy as this. The Austrians still use this style. These were a little bit over-engineered, they found out, for their task and purpose. And they didn't need to be, but these will never wear out, and they just got to be a little bit too too expensive to produce. And were way over-engineered from what they needed to be. But that's how stuff was built back in the day. This is back in the 50s, at the start of the Cold War. And when mountain warfare was expected to be a big thing, if the Cold War ever turned hot, the Alps were going to be a major hot spot. So I really love mountain troopers and stuff like that. It's probably the thing I know the most history about, and it's some of my favorite units in the world are mountain troops. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I have no idea when that will be. And I'm very sorry for that, but until stuff kind of gets sorted out with work and until I find out how much money I gotta fucking pay in for taxes here, which is going to be a boatload because I got hosed on capital gains this year. And I'm waiting for that stuff to still come in because they don't need to get it to me until March 15th, which kind of puts me on the hot seat with work right now to try to even get my taxes done. But you probably won't see too many videos recently because of that and everything like that, because of work. So, but thank you for bearing with me. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for all of you who have subscribed and told your friends and left comments and questions and everything for me, in as well as user experiences. I've been getting a lot more of those recently. I very much appreciate it. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it a great deal, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Bye.